Now, when Chef Ruby's in the house, we always know what we're getting. Something so delicious, gourmet food, but something that's also very simple to prepare and good for you as well. Well, good morning to Chef Ruby of Chef Ruby's Food People. And today I see king prawns, I see salsa. She's going to whip it all up. So Chef Ruby, tell us what we're eating today. Sorry, what we're cooking today. I'm already eating.
Today. So today we got a prawn and lobster salad, and you know we have Easter coming next week. We do. Easter month. It's also my birthday month.
Oh, so April!
I'm always like excited in April.
When's your birthday?
21st.
Oh,
you know all queens are born in April.
Actually. So, most are born in November, but it's okay. We'll give it to you for now.
Definitely is a fantastic month. It's also a fantastic month in the sense that it's sort of the year of our grace, our salvation, everything. So it's really great time to get with your family, your church family. And what better, like I've always said, to be at a table with your loved ones and to prepare something that is different and you know, sort of celebrate this birth of Christ and you know, our salvation and everything else like that. So it's really a simple salad, and it's in two parts. We're going to do a salsa, which is, I call it a smoked salsa. And what I've done with that is basically I've kind of child roasted my tomatoes. You know the way like back in the days our grandmas would put the tomatoes in the charcoal. And then
that's what you've done.
That's what I done. Basically, and then afterwards I've chopped it up, definitely. So I'm going to put that in here, and I have some bit of diced chili in there.
Okay, so this is spicy.
Spicy. Okay. I've got some chopped plum tomatoes in here as well. This is like really good salad in the sense that all this is also part of sort of making you feel like some spring onions goes in here. I love capers, and I mean capers are one of my favorite things to have because it brings out a little bit of sourness into the thing. So it has a flavor a bit like a lemony sourness to it. So we're going to put a lot of capers in this thing to kind of bring the sharpness out of it. We got some onions, which we're going to put a bit in here.
Would it be Ghanaian food without onion? No.
My dear,
it's like,
we're literally like onion people.
Like
then we're going to do like a good mix. So let's look. This is our salsa. It's really good mix.
Looks juicy.
Very juicy. I brought some lovely smoky oil with chili in there.
Wow.
And it's like this. And we're just going to put a little bit of that. We got some basil in here. And then with that is a basil oil and also coriander. So that goes in here as well. And the thing with these things is once it's all chopped, all mixed, you get something like this. But what is great is the presentation. So we got lobsters, which I child grilled it, and then I took it out and I seasoned it with just all peppers, just a simple kind of coriander, bit of black pepper, white pepper, you know, a bit of that. So we got that in here. We got some king prawns, and if you're going to do this, you want to do something like that. I think we're so blessed in this country that our coast is literally full of this stuff, and it's really reasonable compared to elsewhere. I'm not saying that these things are something you eat every day, but it is on occasion. It's quite reasonable for us.
So for the prawns and the king prawns and the lobster, you still seafood, still shellfish, but slightly different flavors.
Yes. So what I made sure is, you know, I like a little bit of seasoning things. So what I've done is make sure I put a little bit of smoked paprika, some salt and pepper, and then I just put it on a child griller and just grilled it a bit. So it still has a bit of flavor. It has some roasted garlic in there as well, so which is good.
Love garlic.
I've got some onions I'm going to mix up in there.
More onions.
Is in there. We got some baby cucumbers going in there because with salad, what do we always want? A bit of crunch, lots of textures, cherry tomatoes. And in this type of salad, if you want it to be even lighter, what you can do is you can put a lot of things like rocket tomatoes, rocket leaves, like local lettuce, and add them to it, and that will
I mean, everything looks so beautiful and fresh. And you know, there are lots of people who say, oh, eating like this is so expensive. What do you say to that?
I think this type of food, so for example, if you're on the coastal side, you know, you can get really good like prawns, like 60, 70 cedis a kilo. that will do for 10 people.
Wow.
So technically, you're spending 7 cedis for the prawns, and then nowadays cherry tomatoes and that are grown locally, so they're not crazy expensive. And you don't have to have the cherry tomatoes, you can have normal tomatoes. Cucumbers are not as they used to be crazy expensive. Onions, as we know, is quite reasonable. And so it's becoming quite reachable. So when I want to do something like this special, and it's for a lot of people, I might spend 20, 30 cedis per person, but I'm getting something different for that particular day.
Well, that's not bad.
And
I mean, if you were to go to a restaurant to buy this, you'd pay a lot more.
Oh,
than that.
definitely,
So if you do this at
definitely.
home.
And I've added a lot of texture, like, you know, I kind of julienne some carrots into it because I wanted the crunch.
And you've got all the colors.
And, you know, you eat with your eyes with this type of thing. You really do, you really do. And what you want to do is do a great presentation when it comes up there. And the great thing about these things is that it already comes out so colorful that you don't need to do too much to it for it to be how you wanted it.
Yeah.
We now got this beautiful salsa. And what we want to do is put quite a bit of it all around. And what we probably should have done is put some in the middle before we did that. And then I've got that.
As always.
It is just simple. I brought in some cress, a little bit of a cress, and I thought, oh, you know, I'm coming over. Let me put a little bit of a cress on there just to give it a bit of colorful thing. And then you just, like this, if you want, you could just have some bread, some croutons, and then you could just have them, you know, on it as well. And what I suggest is that with this thing, I will probably do a nice green salad on the side. So that I fill my plate up with some green salad.
There's lots of vegetables, so you've got all the vegetables in here.
Yep.
Plus, you can have a salad on the side.
Yeah, just so that because it's more of a protein, like a starter, than of just, you know, sort of stuffing yourself. Because you can imagine that everybody gets to this, and you know, the next person might not have as much.
You know, okay, for people who are maybe intimidated by seasonings and spices, I mean, you put all kinds of creative things together. Just give us the basic spices and seasonings people should have at home that they can use to make their food taste good.
I think you cannot be Ghanaian if you don't have things like garlic, ginger, onions, it just scotch bonnet peppers, spring onions. Those are my thing. And then on top of it, when we come in for the dry season, I always a little bit of paprika. It goes well with us. Dry thyme, it goes well with that. Some little dry rosemary goes well with that. And there's this particular mix called all-purpose seasoning. You will see them in your supermarkets. I would say invest in one of them. They are literally your to-go-to for fish, meat, everything.
All-purpose seasoning.
Definitely. And for me, for meat, like when it comes to soup and all that, I'm not sort of like those Maggi type of people. So I'm more like dawa dawa powder. It does the trick. And the thing is, like, you know, you can look upon down on the things like the mamoneons and things like that. They're actually better than those cubes that you buy. If you're doing like a bit of dry fish soup and things like that. So I always have those things available for me. My oil in particular, I like sunflower oil. Those are my things that I have. And olive oil as well for dressings and drizzling. So I have the most basic things in my fridge in that sense that it's always in, you know, my cupboard is full of those type of things. And I think you can't go wrong. Even like, if you're a very busy person, it's very best like you get the garlic, peel them, put them in ice cubes, and then, you know, peel them, blend them, ice cube tray, freeze them. So you don't always have to come back to it. The day that you buy the ginger fresh, you peel them, you blend them, you do the same with it. So it's like a very busy person. You still don't have to sort of lose out on fresh cooking. And things like that, because a lot of the time what takes time is the peeling and the prep. You know, it's the prep.
Don't have time.
But if you went home and everything is organized, like when I get my meat and I know that I want to sort of have more than one day and I need to freeze them, I will wash it all and kind of put everything together. So if I want a bit of meat, a bit of yamade, a bit of this, and then when I take it out that particular day, that I know that will be enough for that one soup for my family.
So you portion
and the spices are already available. And if you also want to keep things like your peppers and your chilies sort of much longer, best way to do them is freeze them. Wash them, put them in the freezer. When you need them, you grab them one. So there's a lot of, let's prep, let's get ourselves ahead. Don't make cooking such a chore. And enjoy things like this, which is quick.
Okay.
Yummy. You just get bread on the side. So I think I'm going to give you a little bit to taste.
Yeah. And I noticed you've got birthday plates.
Because
wow.
it's my birthday
Wow,
month.
Chef Ruby.
My birthday
Birthday's
month.
coming.
So we are already starting the party early.
I love it.
And so, you know, it's my birthday, so I don't joke with you.
Okay, I'm grabbing a fork already.
Okay.
And I can see Kweku David giving me the evil eye from across the set, so I think I should invite him to join me here so he doesn't feel so left out. Otherwise, you know, trouble. So
trouble is coming your way,
trouble
my dear.
is heading my way. So, but this looks beautiful. So it gives prawn and salsa salad. I'm gonna taste it. Okay. And lobster. Sorry, I forgot to mention lobster.
I mean, seriously.
That was a bit of lobster there.
Were you really considering doing this without me?
Yes.
I mean, wow. Even on Chef Ruby's birthday, you know, I mean, and this is Lent. You're supposed to be,
you know,
nicer than usually are.
You see.
Oh,
that's right. I'm supposed to have mercy on the downtrodden.
Yeah.
Well,
So downtrodden, come in.
Yes, please.
Taste.
After all the fasting we have done, we just get a little bit of reward.
Looks amazing.
And this is light.
Tastes
Bear
amazing
in
too.
mind that if you've gone through the whole length of fasting, you have eaten light, we hope. And,
I like the cake.
and so it's a great time to start off with something like this at Easter and treat yourself to this seafood that is in our waters. These things are from here, and I think, like when I have my friends that come from abroad and I do things like that, they just feel so privileged. Like, do you really get this sort of stuff? And I'm like, it's here. And yet because we are kind of fixed on one thing, you know, always this kind of very heavy carbs and all that, we also deny ourselves with things like that. Because when you see prawns
and it's so flavorful.
I know.
They fry it so hard. It's like there is no juice in it or anything like that. But it can also do these things. You understand what I mean? So it's not like people are not eating prawns. They just rather have them really dry in the soup.
Yeah.
You to try this sometimes.
Yeah.
It can also be very nice.
This is really, really lovely.
It's really good.
Definitely. So now we're wishing everybody a happy Easter.
I'm not interviewing her anymore because I'm eating. Okay, so let's run through the ingredients one more time.
Okay. So we had the prawns and the lobster, which we char grilled it, we seasoned it. And you can pretty much season it with what you like a season. We had cherry tomatoes, we had smoked tomato salsa. In there, we had the smoked tomato itself, roasted tomatoes. And then we had onions, we had coriander, we had capers in there as well, spring onions, green chili, that went in there. And within the salad, we made sure we had crunch. So we have baby cucumber, some more onions again. We have cherry tomatoes. And then with yours, you can add lettuce and you know, sort of more cucumber, just really a preference of vegetables and things to do. And then all that goes in together. We had some oil, which is a smoked chili oil, and then a basil oil with some coriander, went in there, really flavorful. And then if you want more crunch, add things like croutons and things like that to it, which is good. You can definitely also call us to get us to do this thing for you. We have Easter packages that are doing exactly these things for families.
Oh, nice.
We got them, like, so you can call me and say, oh, chef, you know, we want this salad and we're doing it for 8 to 10 people. It comes in a box. And we have other things like roast turkey, roast whole fish, some chicken, some pork, and lots of other salads as well. That's
very
feed.
exciting.
So if you have a family of 10, we can send you the, we can definitely send you the link, or we can send you the brochure, and you pick what you want. Definitely be sure to reach us on Instagram, Chef Ruby's People, and Facebook as well, Chef Ruby's People. And you will see us this week that we're promoting a lot of our Easter promotion. We're definitely having fun. But last week we were so busy with different things, and there's a lot of new video being uploaded. So you need to follow us to see the different recipes. And actually, this particular dish was on our Instagram page all last week. So I was like, okay, let's do this so that people know that this thing they can see that it's actually real. So we are calling in a different ways, a new look in how to serve the seafood and different things. And watch us out on on the prawns and lobsters. We are going to crazy turn them upside down. And so therefore, if you're on Tade, which is where my prawns come from.
Oh.
And my lobster from my beautiful, beautiful brother, Anasak. He is brilliant in the sense that he's really understood that Chef Ruby will not take nothing but the best. And he gets it straight from the boy and bring it to me.
Wow.
And I want to see tardy people try this salad because me, I'm heading my way there after Easter. I'm coming somewhere, tardy people, to eat there's one of these salads and make sure it happens. All my favorite people, and I have a lot of people that supports our business in terms of what we're doing, and we appreciate them in that sense. Yeah.
Chef Ruby's people on Instagram,
on Instagram, on Facebook. You can tweet us. You can LinkedIn us. We are there everywhere.
And we'll get the numbers, contact numbers, and everything.
Definitely, you can definitely contact us on 020-639-2311. That is our direct number that you can get us on. But once you're on your page, and a lot of people come on the page and they make their inquiries for our breakfast boxes, different type of food, and we're excited, and they become like second, third, fourth time keep coming, and it's a family. So you need to join us and definitely come and join the family. Yeah.
Please, he's finished.
Since you're here, I might as well ask for seconds because you know what?
You're going to
once you're gone, I can easily be railroaded by the rest of the team.
You see how human beings are. You know, hanging your brothers out dry.
Well, I have not mentioned anybody's name. I might mention somebody's name.
Let me finish.
Hanging your brothers
Let me finish my first portion.
There's literally family here. You see, boys. This one here, you know, he's hanged you out dry.
Yeah.
Oh, the show is not over. Please.
Yeah.
We haven't finished the show.
This is.
We still have to talk to Dakwan.
Yeah.
She's around somewhere. We're not going to give her some of this food though, because she's singing, so she won't eat this.
But
she has to sing.
Okay.
She should this one maybe when she finishes
so when you
singing.
sing, you don't eat.
So
I eat. I eat.
So.
But she has to. She has to go to her interview. But check out Chef Ruby's people on Instagram and Facebook. You'll find this recipe there and so much more. And touch base with her again this Easter week. If you're planning on what to eat, your family, just give her a call and they will sort you out with a whole
We're
menu.
also going to put the recipe on the Instagram as well.
Fantastic.
So you can also have that.
Lovely. Okay, so we're going to keep chopping our lobster and king prawns. Where? And then we'll come back.